So I kind of feel like Guam is the Tol Eressëa of our real world. So in The Lord of the Rings and the Silmarillion, Tol Eressëa is basically this chunk of land that was moved from Middle-earth and set as sort of an island right outside of Valinor. And when the elves were called back at the end of the First Age, those that didn't come back to Valinor to live there, basically all the elves of the Second Age and Third Age that go back to Valinor to live in the Undying Lands have to live on Tol Eressëa. So they're not allowed to actually live in the main landmass of Valinor itself. And so it kind of creates this sort of liminal space where you're simultaneously in the Undying Lands, but you're not in the Undying Lands. So basically think about all of the heroes of The Lord of the Rings. Gandalf and Galadriel, Celeborn, Legolas and Gimli, Bilbo, all those people, when they say that they're going to Valinor, they're not actually going to Valinor. They're going to Tol Eressëa. And Tolkien was very consciously trying to create his own Avalon. In fact, that's why one of the translations for Tol Eressëa is actually Avalone, which is his little nod to that, the place where King Arthur goes for rest and restoration before he ultimately passes. Now, the reason why I say that Guam is the Tol Eressëa of the real world is because Guam is as far west as you can go and still be in the United States. But the population here, while being U.S. citizens, don't enjoy the full rights of U.S. citizenship. So much like the elves that are allowed to live in Tol Eressëa, they're technically sort of in the Undying Lands, but really they're just on a chunk of Middle-earth that's been moved there. They don't get to really be full residents of Valinor. So for instance, my family here, they are not allowed to vote in the presidential elections. They have a member of Congress who is not allowed to actually cast real votes. And yet at the same time, you are an American citizen. And so if you move back to the mainland, you are allowed to vote. So it's kind of this weird liminal in-between space. Well, the man-hating dogs are barking at me. So I think that's maybe my cue that I'm not getting into the geopolitical situation of Guam. I'm gonna call this here, and yep, they're both here. They hate me, and they are gonna make it known. All right, that's it for now.